I did not have a car when I was at uni, which made going out with my friends a bit bothersome. I would constantly stumble home half drunk in the middle of the night or early morning, wait for the first train to leave, and so on. One day I was visiting friends and the only way back home that late must have been between 1 and 2 in the morning, was a train which followed some god-forsaken country route. My stop lay next to a small wood and a castle. Think 13th century Central European castle. I knew the way because I have played there a lot when I was a kid. You have to follow a trail through some fields, past the stables where horses are kept, through a wooded patch that dips into a slope, past the woods around the castle, then along a narrow road between two fields, past an abandoned gatekeeper's house that looks like a set straight out of a horror movie, until you reach a bridge where you need to pass underneath to rejoin civilization. There are no lights anywhere. I was still a bit drunk and I considered just waiting for the next bus, but that would have been hours. It was summer, the weather was nice, and I thought, well, I know this path by heart. Easy peasy. So I started walking. Everything was fine until I reached the slope. As soon as the terrain dipped, there was zero light. On my left were the woods, completely black. On my right, a hill covered in underbrush completely blocked the moon. I couldn't even see my own feet. There I was, shuffling forward like a complete idiot, only one stray branch away from breaking my ankle. It took me forever to reach the end of the slope. Now, you can imagine what it felt like to stumble in utter darkness in the woods at night. Every sound made me think I was about to get murdered at any moment. It was actually the thought of a former teacher of mine that kept me from panicking. He said that the forest is pretty much the safest place to be at night, because what kind of inept would-be killer would wait for a victim in the middle of nowhere? We'd be more likely to get mugged in a dark alley near the city center. So I tried to be rational. Eventually, the moon reappeared and I was at least able to see a bit better. I was just walking toward the abandoned house, congratulating myself on my bravery, when, I shit you not, someone jumps out of the woods to my right into my path. It was so quick, I wasn't even able to scream. A fucking jogger in full gear. In the middle of the night, in the woods, without light. He just ran along the road ahead of me as if he had night vision or something. Anyway, I got home unmurdered, swore I'd never do something like that again, and did the same exact thing minus the jogger a week later. I honestly wonder how I made it past 30.